Hello, Mid-Ohio Valley Chamber members. Here's your update for Friday, March the 27th. Number one, the Mid-Ohio Valley will be participating in the Great American Takeout on Friday, March the 27th. Thankfully, the stay-at-home order still allows our restaurants to offer safe carry-out, curbside, and delivery options. And I hope that you're able to take advantage of one of those today on Friday, March 27th to show your support to our area restaurants. I want to thank Clutch MOV for initiating this great opportunity. So number two, let's talk about the Emergency Paid Sick Leave Act. The first thing that you need to know is that this does not go into effect until April 1st. Originally, they thought it was April 2nd based on the time frame from when the president signed the order to when those go into effect, but it is actually April 1st, not April 2nd. Any paid leave that you are providing now, prior to April 1st, cannot be reimbursed through this program. It is not retroactive. I talked to one business owner yesterday who is paying all of his employees for 2 weeks because their work cannot be done remotely or through telework. And so he just decided to pay his employees to stay at home for 2 weeks. We know that not every business has this option. So for those that do, I just want you to know that the Emergency Sick Leave Act does not go into effect until April the 1st. So how does it work? Well, it's for businesses with less than 500 employees. You can offer 2 weeks of paid sick leave to your full-time employees and be reimbursed through your federal withholding that you would set aside out of the employee's payroll. The IRS will send specific instructions about how you can document this and redeem those funds. Part-time employees will also qualify based on the percentage of hours that they historically work. So who qualifies for the emergency paid sick leave? There are 6 conditions, and this applies to all employees who cannot work or who cannot telework because of one of these 6 reasons. Let me go through those with you. Number 1, the employee is under a government quarantine or isolation order related to COVID-19. Number 2, the employee was advised by a healthcare provider to self-quarantine due to COVID-19 concerns. Number 3, the employee is experiencing symptoms of COVID-19 and seeking a medical diagnosis. Number 4, the employee is caring for an individual who is under self-quarantine or who is under the government isolation order. So number 4 has to do with another employee who is covering for somebody in their household who's under issue number 1 or number 2. I'm sorry that that's a little confusing, but it'll make sense when I send out the information to you. Number 5, the employee is caring for a son or daughter because their school is closed or childcare is unavailable due to COVID-19. And the same definitions for child apply as typical FMLA. So biological children, adopted children, as long as the child is under the age of 18. And then number 6, the employee is experiencing any other substantially similar condition as specified for by the Secretary of Health and Human Services. And I apologize, this sounds like a catch-all, and it may well be. For each of these 6 reasons, the amount that you pay and therefore the amount that you will be reimbursed varies. And I'll attach a 1-pager from the Department of Labor that outlines all of these differences for those 6 reasons, and then how full-time employees can get covered and how part-time employees can get covered. So also want to share that there is some promising language in the Federal Stimulus Act that you may qualify for partial forgivable loans if you maintain your employee head counts to cover the short-term payroll obligations. As of the time that I'm taping this, it has not yet been signed by the President, so stay tuned, and I'll share as soon as we have those details. And there's lots of information in the Federal Stimulus Act that qualify for businesses and employees, so stay tuned. So in closing, if you do not have an established relationship with an HR professional or legal counsel, the Chamber of Commerce does. We can put you in contact with those resources to ask specific questions as they pertain to your business. So please reach out to me with your question, and I'll do my best to get you pointed in the right direction. Your chamber is a small business too, and so we are exploring all the ways that we can to be creative, to provide services and information to you, and we are here to help in any way that we can. Please email or call us with questions or ideas that you have that may help a fellow business so that we can share that. So stay well. I look forward to the time that we can be together again in person to participate in chamber activities, to work in our businesses, and to support one another. Thanks.